Come to standing at the end of your mat, the end towards the back so that the whole mat is in front of you like a red carpet. Then you're going to stand with your heels together and your toes apart. Your legs are turned open, facing away from your midline. You want to keep the heels connected. You're just going to lift off of those heels. If they separated, then pull them together. And then check in and make sure that you feel like your glutes are pulling up and in, and you're keeping that nice deep rotation in the legs while keeping the heels connected. And then lower the heels back down. And then again, inhale, lift, even pressure through the balls of those feet. So just as much pressure on the big toe as on the pinky toe. Keep the heels connected and lower yourself down. Again, lift and lower. Feel like the turnout in the legs, feel like the rotation widens even a little bit more as you lift off of those heels. Squeeze the heels tightly together, even tighter as you lift them off of the floor so that you get a nice squeeze through the inner thighs. Feel it wrap around to the backs of the legs and feel the abdominals pulling upwards and in, growing taller through the crown of the head. You have 5. Exhale, 4. Breathe, 3. Last 2. 1 more. Up. Hold yourself lifted, or hold the heels lifted rather. Keep yourself long and tall. From here, without leaning forward or tilting back, slide yourself down an imaginary wall and let those knees open nice and wide. Keep your heels lifted and squeeze them tightly together as you lower yourself down. Then pull upwards through your abdominals, grow taller through the crown of the head, and lengthen the legs back up, squeezing those inner thighs and glutes together. Even weight on the balls of those feet. Inhale down. Exhale up. And again, inhale down, challenge yourself with how low you can get. Imagine you're sliding down an imaginary wall. Keep pulling those abs up. Exhale to lift. I'm gonna face this way because eventually we're gonna add on to there. So for 5, inhale down. Imagine you're balancing a book on the top of your head. Exhale to lift. For 4, inhale. Keep inhaling the whole way down. Expand that rib cage. Exhale, tighten it as you pull up in the abs and lengthen the legs. For 4. Exhale up. Last 3. Hands can be on your hips, or you can do genie arms. Exhale up. Last 2. Inhale, take it down. Keep yourself growing tall through the crown of the head, even as you lower your body down. Exhale, pull up. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Then from there, undo your genie arms, bend your knees, fold forwards over your legs, and walk yourself out so that your hands are in front of your shoulders, your knees are bent wide, and your butt's kind of in the air. From there, send yourself forwards, squeezing those glutes together and the inner thighs tight. And then shift yourself back, bending the knees wide into a frog. 8. Inhale out. Exhale, back. 7. 6. 5. 4. Squeeze those glutes and those inner thighs. Flare the sit bones when you reach back. 3. 2. 1. Then shift out to your plank. Hold. Keep the legs rotated. Squeeze through the left leg. Reach it long and hover the foot off of the floor. Lower and lift the leg. 5. 4. Abs pull up and in. 3. Shoulders away from the ears. 2. Squeeze that butt. 1. Then switch. Right foot hovers off of the floor. Pull those abs in. Squeeze through the butt as you lift. 5. Exhale. 4. Breathe for 3. Last 2. 1 more. And then set yourself down. Sit your butt back by your heels and breathe. Then from there, come onto your stomach. Reach your arms long in front of you, gazing at the floor. Rotate your legs again so that they're facing away from the midline. And use this rotation in the legs to feel the pubic bone pushing forwards, the glutes activate, and the abs pulling in away from the floor. Looking down at your mat, squeeze through those legs and really reach them long. And same thing with your arms. Imagine that you're being stretched in opposition and pull your abs up as you push that pubic bone forwards. Keep that activation in your arms and your legs and hover them both off of the floor. Lift and lower. And again, reach through, squeeze through the glutes and the inner thighs, pull up in the abs, lift the arms and the legs, and lower down. 5 here. For 5. Exhale. Last 4. Make sure not to straighten that neck. Reach through and lower. For 3. And down. Last 2. Lift, reaching through that, squeeze through those glutes, get that spot right at the bottom of the butt. 2. 1 more. Hold it here. Press that pubic bone forwards into the mat. Pull your abs in. Squeeze through those glutes, keep those legs rotated, reaching through those arms and those legs. Flutter kick the arms and the legs, but don't let the torso sway side to side. Little flutters. Keep breathing and reaching, abs pulling in. Stretch through that. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5. Pull those abs in. 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. Take a breath. Whew. Then hands come underneath of your armpits. Elbows are tight by your rib cage. Still turned out in the legs. Gaze at the mat and let the shoulders roll forwards. From here, lift the shoulders up, slide them down the back, push through the heels of your hands, and lift through your chest. Just slightly enough to feel your shoulder blades squeeze towards the spine and your mid-upper back activate. And then go ahead and lower yourself back down. Allow the shoulders to roll forwards. Again, lift the shoulders up, slide them down the back, exhale. Reach through the crown of the head as you lift through the chest. Make sure that the pubic bone is pushing forwards and those abs are pulling in. Lower yourself down and return. We have 5. Slide the shoulders down first, then push through the heels of the hands and lift and lower down. Last 4. Exhale up and down. For 3. Inhale to lift. Reach through the crown of the head, arc through the torso. Protect the spine with your abdominals. Last 3. And down. For 2. And down. 1 more time. Exhale, lift through that. Reach through the crown of the head. Pull those abs in. Squeeze through the glutes and lower yourself down. Quick breath here. Then from there, you're going to press the shoulders down, push into the heels of the hands, lift yourself up, and then if you can come a bit higher, make sure those abs are engaged, and lift your chest as high as you can come without straining that low back, and lower yourself back down. Again, growing longer and out through the crown of the head to pull yourself up and back into that extension, and then lower yourself back down. We have 5. And lower. Last 4. Reach through the crown of the head. Press through the heels of the hands. Lift through the chest. And lower down. For 3. And down. Last 2. Slide those shoulders down the back. Push into the heels of the hands. Find the bra line as you lift. And lower down. 1 more. Exhale up and down. Taking a breath there. To finish that up, we're going to do a swan dive. If that doesn't suit you, then you can come back to any of the variations before this point. Hands come under the armpits. Elbows are tight by your sides. Push that pubic bone forwards, pull those abs in. Slide those shoulder blades down the back and lift through your chest, coming up as high as you can. Abs are pulled in. Dive your body forwards, reach the hands forwards, and then catch. Dive forwards and catch. Really push through those glutes as you send those legs up, pushing that pubic bone forwards. Abs are pulled in tight. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and sit yourself back. Child's pose. Take a breath. Whew. Then lying down on your back. I'm gonna scoot closer. Okay. On your back, separate those legs. Arms by your sides. Feet are flat on the floor. Few hip rolls. Tuck that tail under. Articulate through the spine as you peel your pubic bone up towards the ceiling. And press down hard through those heels as you push up through the hips. And also too, imagine that you're trying to pull your mat apart with your feet. So the sides of the feet are pressing up against an imaginary surface that comes right up against the whole side of the foot. Take an inhale here. Exhale, melt yourself down through every vertebrae of your spine by pressing your front body into your back body. Rolling through the vertebrae, coming to neutral. Again, tuck that tail, articulate your way up by pressing down through the heels to lift through those hips. Check in, make sure those glutes are turned on right at the bottom. You feel like your abs are pulled up and in and those ribs are connected. And then exhale, melt yourself down to the floor, rolling through the vertebrae of your spine, returning to neutral. One more time, tuck that tail and peel yourself up. Inhale once you've arrived, and then exhale, melt yourself back down to the floor, returning to neutral. So then making sure that we're in neutral, we don't want to be overarched in that back and we don't want to be tucking it either. So nice middle ground. From there, pull your right leg to tabletop. Send your left leg long. If it hurts your neck to curl forwards, then keep your head and shoulders down. Otherwise, slide your ribs down towards your hips and peel the head and shoulders forwards. Left hand comes on the inside of that knee. Right hand reaches for your ankle. Really slide those ribs down and scoop your belly inwards so that your pelvis can stay neutral and stable here. And then go ahead and bicycle switch the legs. 5. Exhale. Switch 4. 3. 2. And 1. Then both knees pull in towards you. You're going to take off an imaginary top hat as you reach the legs out, and then sweep those arms open and in as you pull the knees back in. 5. Reach. Exhale, pull in. 4. 3. 2. 1. Then reach or grab hold of your right calf, sending that left leg long. Sink your belly down and pull the ribs together to get the lift that you need here, making sure that pelvis is staying neutral. Scissor switch the legs, grab hold and pull the leg towards you by sinking your belly down. And switch. 4. 3. 2. 1. And 1. Then both legs lift, hands come underneath your head, lower those legs towards the floor, and then pull the legs back up. 5. Pelvis stays stable. It does not tilt forwards and back. The tailbone stays on the mat. 4. 3. Careful that bra line doesn't arch off of the mat. 2. 1. Now bend your right knee in as you lower that left leg straight down and twist your left armpit towards your right knee And then bicycle switch, twisting the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set yourself down and breathe. Whew. Okay, so from there, rock yourself to seated. From seated, you're on those sit bones. Tuck the tail, scoop your abs in, and roll yourself back into a C curve. One leg floats to tabletop, the other leg floats to tabletop. We're gonna do 5 rolling like a balls. After the 5th one, we're gonna come to standing. If that's not available to you, then you don't have to worry about that. Just do the rolling like a ball. But if you want to try it, maybe pull a chair up next to you, or in front of you rather, so you can grab hold of it and use it to kind of pull yourself up. All right? So here we go. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, resist forwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant the feet, reach the arms forwards, or grab hold of a chair and lengthen all the way up. Okay, so that's the flow. We're gonna take it again a little bit faster this time with less breaks. If you need a longer break, then take it and then just jump back in when you're ready, okay? So heels together, toes apart, rotating those legs. Go ahead and lift off of the heels, keeping them squeezed tightly together for 5, 4, engage through your center, 3, 2, hold here, hands either on the hips or genie arms. Slide down an imaginary wall, let those knees bend wide. Get as low as you can without tilting forwards or back. Exhale, lift. Heels stay up. Squeeze those glutes and those inner thighs. 5. Exhale up. 4. Inhale, take it down. Exhale, lift. 3, and down. Exhale, up. 2, one more. Inhale, take it down. Squeezing those heels tightly together. Let those knees bend wide. Keep yourself tall. Exhale, up. Keep your heels lifted. Put a bend in those knees. Fold over your legs. Walk yourself out so that the hands are forwards of the shoulders. Knees are bent and wide. Heels are lifted and together. Shift out into a plank. And then bend the knees wide. 8. Shift. And bend. 7. Squeeze those glutes and those inner thighs. Pull up in the abs. 6. 5. 4. Squeeze. Resist for 3. 2. 1, then press all the way out. Hold it out there. Pull up in your abs. Reach through the left foot. Lower and lift it. 5. Pull up in the abs. 4. Squeeze through the bottom of the butt. 3. Keep that turn out. 2. 1. Set it down and switch. Right leg lifts. 5. 4. Feel the belly pull up as that leg lifts and reaches back. 3. 2. 1 more. Nice work. Set yourself down and take a breath. All the way down on your stomach. Rotate those legs. Reach through the arms. Press that pubic bone forwards. Pull those abs in tight. Stretch through those arms and those legs. Feel the glutes squeezing up and in. And then hover the arms and the legs off of the floor and lower down. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Then hover the arms and the legs. Squeeze through those glutes, those inner thighs. Pull up in the abs. Flutter kick the arms and the legs, and don't let the torso go anywhere. Breathe. Keep reaching through those fingers and toes. 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down, take a breath. Hands come underneath the armpits. Gaze at the floor, making sure that neck is nice and long. Shoulders are rolled forwards. From here, you lift them up, slide them down the back, and lift slightly through the chest for 5. Lower down, allow the shoulders to roll forwards. Last 4. And down. For 3, inhale to lift. Exhale to lower down. Last 2. Exhale down. 1 more. Exhale. Now from here, slide those shoulders down the back, push into the heels of the hands, lift yourself higher, and then lower down for 5. 4. 3. 2. One more time, grow longer through the crown of the head, pull upwards through the chest, squeeze those glutes and those inner thighs, and then lower yourself down. Then from here, lift yourself back up into that extension. If you want to, go ahead and dive forwards as you reach the hands forwards and catch for 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press back into a child's pose. And then make your way onto your back. Okay, arms by your sides. Feet and legs are separated about hip distance. Tuck that tail under, press down through the heels, and lift that pubic bone up towards the ceiling. Inhale once you've arrived, and then exhale, melt yourself back down to the floor. And then exhale. Tuck under to peel up, pressing through the heels, lifting through the hips. Inhale once you've arrived. Exhale, melt it down. One more time. Inhale once you've arrived, and exhale, melt yourself down through the vertebrae, articulating your descend back to a neutral spine. Check in with neutral. Float one leg to tabletop, float the other leg to tabletop. If you're going to, slide the ribs down and peel the head and shoulders forwards. Send the left leg long, left hand on the inside of the knee, right hand reaching for your ankle. Pull those abs in tight, make sure you're neutral through the pelvis, and bicycle switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then pull both knees in towards you. Reach the arms long behind as you stretch the legs forwards and pull in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then grab hold of your right calf. Reach the left leg long. Belly pulls down. It sinks in. And bicycle switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then both legs lift, hands behind the head. Lower the legs. Scoop that belly in to pull those legs up. 5. Exhale, lift. 4. Exhale. 3. Tailbone stays on the mat. Pelvis stays neutral. 2. 1. Bend your right knee, lower the left leg down, twist your left armpit towards that knee, and bicycle switch. 5. 4. 3, 2, and 1. Set yourself down and breathe. Then from there, walk yourself to seated. From seated, scoot your butt to the front end of the mat. Grab hold of the backs of your thighs, sit tall, tuck the tail, scoop the abs in, roll yourself back. One leg to tabletop, other leg to tabletop. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, resist forwards. 5. Exhale, 4. Scoop that belly in and back. 3, 2, and 1. Plant the feet, reach the arms, lengthen all the way up to standing. Woo. Nice work. So from there, quick stretch. Come to seated. Bring the soles of the feet together, grabbing hold of the toes. Lift through your chest and actively press your knees wide open. And then fold forwards over your legs, giving those hips a stretch. Then stack your spine up nice and tall. Reach those legs forwards in front. Grow long through the spine, lifting those arms up. Fold forwards over your legs, grab hold of the feet. Pull your chest down towards the tops of those legs. Then stack your spine up nice and tall. Cross the legs, roll over onto all fours. Tuck the toes under, send the hips straight up to the ceiling, gazing between the legs here. Take an inhale. As you exhale, walk your hands to your feet, root the heels down, and roll yourself back up to standing. Stacking the vertebrae up one at a time. Head is last to arrive. Nice work. Good job, everybody. High fives. And you can go through that flow as many times as you want to, okay? Don't have to do it too fast, but if you're looking for a little bit of cardio, then maybe you pick up your pace just a little bit. You got it though. Good work. Catch you next time.